unified today. We have representation from our council, our levy districts, our utility companies, our state leadership, our municipalities, and even our school system. We have been faced with a tremendous number of rain events this year, and we have stood here time and time again ready to answer the call and to make sure our residents, both inside and outside the levee protection system, are safe. Here in Jefferson Parish, we have cleaned over 9,100 catch basins just since August the 5th. Since January 1st, we have cleaned 31,000 catch basins of the 80,000 in our parish. We have all of our 287 drainage employees ready to man our 69 pump stations. We have 180 of 181 pumps in the system working, and we're at 99.9% pumping capacity. If necessary, we will be using our new pump to the river facility, which drains the Harahan River Ridge and Elmwood area. As NATE makes its way towards the parish, I want to once again encourage citizens to clean out catch basins and make sure they are storm ready. And if they need assistance, to please contact Jefferson Parish Government. They can reach us here at the Emergency Operations Center at 349-5360. We are expecting a significant wind event. If there are fairs or festivals throughout the parish at some of our private schools, we ask them to secure anything they can as the wind comes through, and we don't want anything to act as a projectile. If anyone is caring for a young child or elderly or someone in need of care, please have your medical supplies properly stocked and have arrangements in place if we lose power, and make sure you have a plan. Those with pets, we ask you to be mindful of the pets in our community and make sure they are secured in this wind event. Though it's forecast, through its forecast, we may not have the brunt of this hurricane come in our direction, but we may be on the windy side of it. So please make arrangements to remain safe through this event. For an update on the storm, I'm going to turn over to our Emergency Management Director, Joe Valiente.
Good morning, everyone. We just had our briefing with the National Weather Service, and it appears that the prediction is that the storm will still pass to the east of us, and that's good news for Jefferson Parish. At this time, we've been working closely with the officials in Grand Isle and in Lafitte, and we've been sending numerous resources down there all week long, and up until this morning also, sandbags, HESCO baskets, and emergency portable pumps. So we've been working closely with those officials in the low-lying areas there. The National Weather Service has placed the greatest threat at the surge level. So the storm surge will be anywhere from 7 to 9 feet in the Grand Isle area and in the Lafitte area. So this is where we're concentrating those resources for the citizens that are living in the low-lying areas. Again, we're not expecting, this storm is moving extremely quickly. It's 26 miles an hour. It's expected to build up to a Category 2. As of this time, it is still predicted to pass to the east of us, which is good. It puts us on the western side, less rain, less wind. However, it's going to come upon us extremely quickly, sometime this afternoon or late this afternoon, and it's going to stay with us throughout the night. For the Jefferson Parish area, we can expect tropical force winds. We can expect rain in the area of 4 to 6 inches. And I can only say that we've been working with the Drainage and Public Works Department for 5 days now. And as President Yanni said moments ago, our canals are ready, our catch basins are ready, our pumping stations are manned, and the backup generators and primary generators for those stations are all ready to go. So I feel that Jefferson Parish is storm ready. I just want to caution everyone that the number one thing that the citizens can do at this point is to stay informed. Listen to your television, your radio reports, and stay tuned with what's going on in the event that the track of this storm does make a slight jaunt to the west. It's not predicted to do that, but we all know that hurricanes are very unpredictable. So let's stay vigilant as far as situational awareness is concerned and know what the storm is doing. Also, if we do get serious rain events and you see reports of flooding, do not venture out at night in your vehicle unless it's an extreme emergency, you're trying to get to the hospital or something along that nature. Stay home, stay put, that's where you're going to be safest. So I'm I'm done with what, I feel that we need to push shot at this point, so, thank you.
Thank you, Joe. We have a number of law enforcement officials here with us on the stage representing our municipalities, but representing all of law enforcement in Jefferson Parish is our Sheriff, Joe LaPinto.
First responders come to the need 365 days, 7 days a week, and today is no different. We ask for everybody, is for our firemen, for our police officers, for our EMS, don't make us have to work tonight. Please stay indoors. This storm's moving very quickly. It's going to come through the night. It's going to be out of the way before tomorrow morning. Hopefully it gives us the opportunity to clean up the leaves in our yard, and that's all we have to clean up. But we don't want to have to deal with any additional accidents. We don't have to deal with any DWIs. Stay off the street. Stay inside your house. Hopefully this is a test, and it's more of a problem for other jurisdictions and not ours. But we'd rather keep our first responders safe so they can respond to the needs of somebody tomorrow and make sure they're not in the weather in harm's way. So we ask you, please stay inside tonight and let this weather pass us. Thank you.
Thank you, Sheriff. Here with us on stage, we have Councilman from District 3, Mr. Mark Spears, and Councilman from District 2, Mr. Paul Johnson. Speaking on behalf of the council is our Councilwoman at Large, Ms. Cynthia Lee Shane.
Just to report on what we do as a council side, we're a legislative body, but when these kind of situations come about, we work hand in hand with the administration. All of us, Councilman Spears and Councilman Johnson are here. We have our cell numbers of all the directors, all the departments. So what we do is we stay in our districts. Councilman Van Branken, Councilman Rizzuto is on the East Bank right now. I just got off the phone with Councilman Roberts. He's heading to Lafitte. Councilman Templin is in Grand Isle. I'm going to head to Lafitte after this. Those areas have mandatory evacuations. We find those are high-risk areas, so we'll be headed there today. But all of us will be working hand in hand in our districts, trying to be the first view of what's helping the administration, what needs attention, where the resources need to be, and calling it in absolutely as quick as we can. And just as Parish President said, my family, we're securing all of our furniture outside, bringing in patio furniture, garbage cans, recycling bins. All of that needs to be in your garage, in the house. So those of us in the more densely populated areas right around here, not in the coastal areas, those are the things that we should be doing at this moment. So thank you.
Thank you, Councilwoman. And earlier this year, our flood maps got adopted, and Jefferson Parish is in a much better place because of the flood protection we have. I'm going to start with our East Jeff Levy District, Mr. Derek Vose.
Good morning. On behalf of the East Bank Flood Authority and the East Jeff Levy District, here to give you an update. Our levee system is in excellent shape. We finished our construction work on the East Jefferson lakefront, and bed is sealed up and ready for the storm. As of this morning, we've closed all floodgates in East Jefferson, and by early this afternoon, we will have closed all 178 hurricane floodgates throughout the East Bank, including Orleans and St. Bernard parishes. We've activated our EOC internally and have liaisons here in Jefferson as well as the other two parishes. The system is ready for Hurricane Nate. And I want to remind people, please, to stay off the lakefront levees. I know it attracts people during a storm, but for their own safety, please remain indoors and listen to your elected officials and your public officials and be safe. Thank you.
And representing the West Jeff Levy District is Susan McClay.
Good morning. On behalf of the Southeast Louisiana Flood Protection Authority West and the West Jefferson Levy District, I want to assure the public that our system is also in absolute excellent shape. We opened our Emergency Operations Center this morning at 6 a.m. It's being manned by all but a few non-essential personnel. We began closing all of our land-based floodgates on the hurricane protection system yesterday. 38 gates have been closed. We have a total of 49 on the West Bank. They will all be closed by 3 p.m. today. We also closed all the valves along the Harvey Canal on Peters Road, and LA 45 at Veritaria. That gate has also been closed, which is our only land-based gate within our highway gate within West Jefferson. We also have some sector gates on the waterways. The Lapalco sector gate and the Bayou Signet sector gate remain open as of right now. However, by noon we are anticipating that we will need to close the Bayou Signet sector gate. Lapalco will likely have to be closed eventually as well, but the West Closure Complex remains open, and it's a very marginal slight risk that we would have to close it, which is very good news actually. Then basically, as soon as this passes, we'll, and it's safe to do so, we'll start opening all valves and sector gates, and we will resume normal operations, but we do anticipate to be, have our EOC activated through Monday. Thank you.
And of course, obviously, as this event goes through with high winds, our power is a main thing. We want to make sure Entergy has what they need to get out on the streets and restore power should we lose any. Entergy, throughout the course of the past few years, has done a lot of preventative maintenance throughout Jefferson Parish with tree trimming and replacement of poles. Here to speak on that is Ms. Melanie Stewart.
Thank you, President. Just as Jefferson Parish is prepared, Entergy is prepared. Our command centers are open, and we have personnel right here at the parish EOC ready to respond, and also keeping those lines of communication open. Our damage assessment teams are ready, and we have 1,800 restoration workers who are ready to respond when needed. We want to encourage our customers to prepare for power that could be out up to 7 days. As you've heard, this is an extreme wind event, and the category of the hurricane is getting a little bit stronger. Please prepare for 7 days. We also want to encourage you to stay up to date. Download the Entergy app, visit EnergyStormCenter.com. Also, if you get out after the hurricane, please stay away from down power lines. Safety is of the utmost importance. Treat every line as if it's live. Call us at 1-800-ENERGY or 1-800-9-OUTAGE to report outages. You can also text us information. If you sign up for text messaging, you can get us that same information. Also, twice a day, 8:30 a.m. and 4:30 p.m., we will be updating the website with restoration information. Please be prepared and be safe. Thank you.
And just to reiterate, the Jefferson Parish line for our emergency operations is 349-5360. 349-5360 for any residents that need to call in with any complaints or any issues or any problems. Also joining us on stage are members of our municipalities. We have Mayor Constant from Gretna, representing Mayor Benzon, who has a deaf and immediate family, Ms. Chris Fortunato, and of course the mayors of Grand Isle and Lafitte are obviously in their cities working on their issues. And if anybody has any questions for Westwego, Councilman Johnston does represent Westwego. It is in his in his council district, so we'll be happy to take any questions at this time. And I guess we've given you all the information you need. So thank you so much, and we'll be further doing some briefings tomorrow to do a recap on a storm assessment of where we've been. So thank you. Please stay safe, and please protect yourselves. As the sheriff said, please stay indoors as much as you can. Stay off the roads. We just, obviously with this storm shifting, we don't know what to expect, and we want to make sure our residents are safe. So thank you very much.